Hello there, Assassins. I have been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows for the past couple of weeks. I would like to say a big thank you to the Assassin's Creed community developers team for this amazing opportunity. In this video today I will do my absolute best to try and steer clear of any spoilers related to the story. So the first thing I want to point out is that after playing this game for just a few hours, I couldn't stop thinking about it and I wanted to play more. And when I closed my eyes to go to sleep, I was still there, looting and assassinating enemies, and this I have not experienced since I played Odyssey. That game I absolutely love, to the extent that it has become my happy place, and it's basically a game I get constant flashbacks to. I also have to point out the scenery Shadows is absolutely breathtaking, and it changes throughout the seasons. But apart from that, I should probably point out that both Naue and Yasuke, they are an absolute joy to play as, because Naue is just super fast and Yasuke is super strong, and it's really so different and so awesome at the same time. Now overall the abilities are quite cool. The ability trees are easy to understand and the grind is not that bad at all. It's a really big, huge improvement from Valhalla, where I had to spend hours upon hours farming rainbows and fishing for cash. And if you played Valhalla for a considerable amount of time, you'll know what I mean by fishing. There are certain places you can get a lot of fish in a short amount of time, especially if you use your harpoon ability. So getting back to Shadows, the mechanics of the game are quite good, and no, they are not all copy-paste from the previous games. Now talking about copy-paste features, it's really great to see some of those returning, like transmog on the go or the engravings. Now the most talked about feature probably of the game is the new settlement system that resembles Sims a lot. Although I should say, apart from the visuals, there is nothing that reminds me of Sims at all. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Valhalla and Ravensthorpe's settlement. It's basically you upgrade buildings, you get the perks. That's how it works. And another cool thing is that you can customize buildings inside as well as outside. I almost forgot, the level system is very much like in Odyssey, so if your enemy is just a couple of levels higher than you, it will be quite difficult to defeat them. And if you see an enemy with a little skull next to their health bar, don't mess with them. Believe me, I've tried. But the best thing that I found out about the game is that if you go after higher level bosses and they are always surrounded by their soldiers and whatnot, and it's so annoying, you cannot defeat them straight up, and obviously a couple of blows you're not there anymore. So what you do is you just escape, hide somewhere, and the best thing, as I've said, their health bar, it does not replenish, so you just come back and you continue what you've started. You don't need to start over the whole fight from the very beginning. What I really want to talk about is the feature that I've been waiting for a long time, the feature none of us had access to during the initial playtests back in January, the photo mode. The developers have completely reworked it and brought a lot of new things to it, and I hope to see it updated even further. My favorite new feature is focal length. It works like Zoom did in the previous photo modes, but it's completely different. With this feature you can zoom in so close, you can literally see everything. It's amazing, I love it, and I wish it worked both ways, not only to zoom in infinitely but to zoom out as well. Now depth of field feature is still there, but it's very different to what we used to, because this time it's automatic, and before we used to choose manually where we want our focus on with the cursor and then we would just choose as much depth filter as we wanted to. Well, now there is no such thing as a cursor, unfortunately, in the photo mode. Not at the moment, at least. I hope they add it later on with the updates. But right now, you cannot do anything else but to choose either depth of field feature or autofocus feature, which pretty much work same way. I love taking pictures against a bright background. So in this instance, you can barely see Naoe's face, and I did my best to brighten up the video so that you can actually see what it is I'm doing, but the actual video is just darkness. There's nothing, almost nothing there, barely features are visible. So what I expected to see is some sort of light source inside the photo mode so that we can illuminate the face of our subject so that it's nice, the black background and the brightness from behind, but we can still distinguish some features. Now I can use some brightness feature in the photo mode, but it will brighten up the whole picture, and I don't want that. All I want is to see my subject's face, just like here. But they did add these new filters and they're absolutely awesome. I really like them, and let's see what we can do with them. Now all the classical photo mode features like brightness and exposure, contrast, saturation, etc., they are still there. You can still use them, but a couple of them are missing, unfortunately. One of them I didn't use as much, but it was very useful when you wanted to make a picture look dramatic or even a bit spooky. It was fog. I really liked using it when I was taking landscape pictures. In some instances it really added to the picture's overall charm. Now the other feature that I used to use quite a lot was bloom. It would help you enhance anything that is a source of light in your photograph, like sun or moon or anything like that, anything shiny, and it would make it more or less intense. Again, I like to take pictures against bright background, so sometimes I would have the sun directly behind me to create this dramatic effect. But again, I want the sun to be less intense, so I bring down the intensity of the sun in order to see my subject's face. Now, if I had the 3-point lighting system, that would be awesome, but I would take even one source of light that I can move around in the picture and illuminate one particular subject in the picture that I want from the side that I want illuminated. I should say I definitely had very high expectations for this game's photo mode, but was I disappointed? No, I was not. Although I do want this photo mode to be updated with further features in later updates and rolled out eventually. I really want that, because this game is absolutely awesome. And for example, if we have a feature that allows us inside the photo mode to switch from night to daytime or from morning to evening, that would be absolutely fantastic. But enough about the photo mode for now. What I really want to say is, as I'm making this video right now, I cannot stop thinking about finishing it to go and play my game. Although right now it's 6 AM and I've spent all night working on this video, and I'm still thinking about going to open my PS5 and play some more of Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think this says a lot about this game. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.